Hey there, Blazer fans, and welcome to episode 57 of The Dragon's Den, a podcast for those who bleed green and gold. I'm very excited to have a more recent Blazer on the podcast today. You all remember him from lighting up the scoreboard and scorching the UAB record books, and that man is Mr. Jordan Jelly Walker. It was great catching up with Jelly and hearing what he is up to now, so I won't keep you waiting any longer. Let's dive in, and thanks for listening. All right, Blazer fans, I've got my guest here for episode 57 of The Dragon's Den. You all know him very well. He hasn't been gone too long, but we miss him, miss him dearly. Mr. Jordan Jelly Walker. Jelly, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing well, bro. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man, it's definitely a pleasure. You know, God, man, it was so much fun watching you here in Birmingham. We miss you a lot, but we know you're doing great things, and I'm excited to hear what you're up to these days.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. Jelly, you were born in New York. You grew up in New York. You played some high school ball in New Jersey, correct?
Yeah.
And then you started, getting into the college, recruitment process. When did you start playing basketball growing up, and when did you start getting college offers?
Well, I started playing basketball when I don't know, since I can remember, probably three. But I know I started taking it like seriously when I was like, from what I can remember, it's like five, six. That's when I started taking it like extremely serious. I didn't get my first offer till my senior year.
Really?
A lot of people
Okay.
don't know. Yeah, yeah. People think I was like highly touted. I wasn't at all. I wasn't even close to like a highly touted player, not until my senior year of high school. That summer going into my senior year, because I had a decent AAU tournament down in Orlando, Florida. And then from then on, I just went off. It took off probably by storm, I would say. And I was supposed to reclass to the class of 18 instead of the class of 17. Because when I went to college, I was 17. I wasn't
Mm.
even 18. And I was so little, you know what I'm saying, already. So it's like, a lot of people thought it'd be best for me, but my parents decided like they didn't really want me to do that, so I wasn't allowed to do that. And then I just went to college after that.
What colleges were recruiting you? And I know you went to Seton Hall, but
Yeah,
were any other schools coming after you?
yeah, yeah. I mean, for the 2017 class, I had a lot of interest in schools, but they didn't really want to take me. I had Oklahoma late, but they were saying like if they don't take Trey Young, then you know what I'm saying they could definitely take me. But obviously, we all knew Trey Young was going. Oklahoma, and that's Trey Young. You know, he was like one of the best point guards, probably number one. Not, I think Trey DeVaul was number one, so he probably was like number two, I believe, or number three in our class. So you know that was a no go. And then I had Cal Berkeley, but I guess they knew like late that I was gonna go to Seton Hall because I guess a lot of people were telling him like, hey, he's probably gonna go to Seton Hall. So they ended up stop recruiting me the same. Uh, then I had a lot of low majors and mid majors when I first started, like Iona, a lot of schools in like the New York area, New Jersey
Hmm.
area. I had Monmouth. I actually really liked Monmouth. I won't lie. Like I really, really liked Monmouth. I had Tulane for a while,
Hmm.
and most people don't know Tulane. Mike Dunleavy Sr. was the only coach ever in my entire life to come to my house and like break bread with my family.
Nice.
He came to my house. And I still to this day, I regret not going to Tulane right away.
Mm.
But I mean, I learned a lot at Seton Hall. Like I learned how to wait my turn and stuff like that. But yeah, those are probably the main schools that were recruiting me, and a bunch of other like low majors, mid majors that I don't really remember.
Gotcha. Well, as you mentioned, you played one season at Seton Hall, and then you transferred to Tulane, where you played two seasons and you got a lot of playing time. Um, you know, you talked about it just then. Was your decision to go to Tulane just kind of out of, you felt that love right out of recruiting and you kind of wanted to go ahead and transfer there? And what was that transition to Tulane like? And ultimately, what was it like playing in the Big Easy?
Yeah, yeah, I mean that was 100% the reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was gonna leave in the middle of the year at Seton Hall. I tore like all the ligaments in my hand,
Wow.
like the second game of the season at Seton Hall, and I wanted to redshirt, but I guess they had other plans. And I don't ever want to speak bad on anybody else, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't really see eye to eye to that with Kevin Willard and Shaheen Holloway. I asked for a red shirt. They told me no, like you're gonna play this year. All the things most people tell you. I guess because they knew if I redshirted, I probably was gonna leave anyway, maybe. So tried to leave in the middle of the year, but my dad was like, "Nah, like we don't leave places." You know what I'm saying? We finish it out no matter how bad it's going.
Mm,
And I guess that's the main thing. I feel like not to get off topic a little bit, but like as a man, like that was the first time like I had to make like a real like grown man decision,
mhm,
outside of which college I went to, but like that was one where it was like because that was the first time I was in such a bad place when it came to basketball because my thumb was messed up. I couldn't play. I
mhm,
wasn't getting no playing time. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it was just frustrating for me. So my dad told me, "Now, like we gonna thug it out. We gonna finish it." And I ended up staying. But then yeah, I left Tulane for Mike Dunleavy Sr. But this is before the everyone transferring. So
mhm.
when I was a freshman in college, transferring was like he's a head case or you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
It was a bad label on you.
Yeah.
Nowadays, kids transfer all the time, and now back then you had to sit out a year
Mhm.
before you played the next year. So I went to Tulane. I had to sit out the whole year. That's why I was trying to leave in the middle of the year at Seton Hall, so at least I
Mhm.
could play by conference play time. You know what I'm saying? The following year.
Yeah.
So I had to sit out the whole year, and that year, Mike Dunleavy Sr. Tulane went 0-17 in conference play,
Wow.
and he had I think like 3 or 2 more years in his contract, and they didn't care. They got rid of him
Wow.
because like you didn't win a game in conference play, and I I was I was upset because it was like I transferred for him
Mhm.
and me and him had like a really good rapport. Like I would go to his office, like he would teach me about how he runs his offense and stuff like that, because he was an NBA coach.
Mhm.
So he taught me about the pistol action and the get actions and things like that. So which is crazy because when I went to when I was with the Mavs, I knew a lot of the terminology already because that's what he was running.
Mhm.
So I was excited to play for him. You know what I'm saying? And in practice, like he would like make plays just for me, even though I'm not playing the whole year, but he would do it, you know what I'm saying, to put me in position to be comfortable for next year.
Mhm.
So when he got fired after the season, Roy, I was devastated. And then Ron Hunter came, and he's not really big on little guards because he plays a matchup zone. And usually he has a lot of people who are like 6'5",
Yeah.
6'4", 6'6". You know what I'm saying? He never really has like a real big man either. A lot of this is just a lot of interchangeable positions in his matchup zone. There's not really rules. You know what I'm saying? It's principles and like places, but it's not a lot of like rules. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So he likes a lot of people who can play 1 through 5 type stuff in matchup zone. So he wasn't really big on me. But um I think the first day he came down, he told us to play pickup, and we were playing games to 11. I had 11 straight in front of him, like, and you know me, I'm very energetic, very like I talk a lot. Not like off the court, I'm cool, but on the court, I pop it. Like I talk a little trash and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like So I was talking, and literally he got rid of damn near everyone who was on the team the year before, and all the players who were being recruited for that team, and then he only kept I think me, Noble Days, and this guy named Kevin Zhang. But anyways, he only kept 3 players. He got rid of everybody else.
Mm.
Everybody else left, and he brought in a whole new team. And it was difficult playing for him because I know he didn't really like the way I played, and I didn't really fit his system. And but like I said, my like just that moment from being at Seton Hall, I learned to fight through adversity. Because it was the point I was starting in the beginning of the year
Yeah.
to the point like I wasn't even playing, and then at the end of the year I was playing again. And then I stayed there for another year, and I ended up. A lot of people don't even know I ended up taking extra classes so I can graduate earlier.
Wow.
Because when I transferred from Seton Hall, Tulane's like a really big academic school. I don't
Mhm.
know if a lot like Tulane is they call it like the Harvard of the South. Like Tulane is extremely hard academically. So when I transferred from Seton Hall to Tulane, a lot of my credits didn't even go through.
Wow.
So I only had like one class that went through, but luckily I had a really good SAT score. So I would be able to be accepted. That's why a lot of players, like really, really good players, don't go to Tulane because it's hard to get them because they don't have the grades for it.
Mhm.
So that's how I was able to get into Tulane. And I took extra classes, like five. I think I had like 10 finals that year. And then I ended up going there. But I mean, and then I ended up graduating with my bachelor's. It was nice at Tulane. Like, I mean, I didn't mind it. But living in New Orleans, it's not really for me. I'm not a party type of guy, a go out type of guy, And I mean, it's a beautiful city. The
Mm,
people are really nice and stuff like that. Um, but I'm not really that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Tulane's a party school. New Orleans itself is a party city. Like, you don't go there to just chill. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna go
mhm,
there, you're gonna go to have fun. So for me, I just stayed in the gym all day and just stayed in my room for the most part. The basketball was hard, sometimes because it was like, I know I can play this way, but he wants me to play this way, and it was a little frustrating at times. So that made it not really good for me being there the whole time. But
yeah.
it was a blessing in disguise. I learned a lot. I learned how to fight through adversity. I think I would say there, playing there for the most part.
Well, entering the transfer portal, I mean, you kind of mentioned when you first started, transfer portal really wasn't fully what it is now, but
Yeah,
transferring can be a huge decision, and you did it again. You went to
yeah.
UAB, and what ultimately convinced you that UAB was where you needed to be?
Andy Kennedy. I say this all the time. Like, and even he knows. Like, we still speak to this day. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time, but sporadically here and there we talk. But I speak to him all the time about it. Like, he was the reason. Like, that was the first coach in my life who promised me something and 100% went with it.
Mm,
Like, he told me, "I'm giving you the keys. I'm giving you the keys, like, to the team. Like, obviously, you have to be the one to prove to everybody else you deserve the keys.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? When it comes to teammates and the fans and just the whole UAB, what I'm saying, school in general, you know what I'm saying? But me as a coach, I'm gonna believe in you. Like, even on your worst days, like, I'm gonna believe in you. And it was crazy because I've never believed the coach. You get what I'm saying? Like,
mhm,
and that's what he was telling me beforehand. So I'm like, bro, I only got a year left. No, two. I believe I had two
mhm,
because of the COVID.
mhm.
And so I got an extra
Yep.
year. So I'm like, I only got 2 years left. I know I can't transfer again. I haven't really done nothing worth showing in college outside of maybe my last year at Tulane, but I was only averaging like 13. And to me, like, I knew I was way better than that.
Mhm.
But some people in college think that's really, really good. You know what I'm saying? You had a
Yeah.
really good year, you had a solid year. But for me, I knew, like, deep down, like, especially how hard I work, I knew how good I am. I'm like,
Mhm,
this is not good enough. So I need to go to a place where I'm gonna be allowed to just be me.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? But a coach, like, understand, like, I'm gonna make mistakes, I'm gonna mess up. But at the same time, like, I'm still gonna win you games.
mhm.
And I'm still gonna be the hardest worker that you have. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not asking for anything to be given. I'm gonna go take it.
Yeah.
So and that's all I needed. I need an opportunity. And when me and my family sat down with him in Birmingham, and he was just telling me, like, I know how good you can be. And then he showed me the Stephon Moody, the Chris Henderson, I believe that's his name. The one from, is that his name? The small guard from Ole Miss.
Oh
Chris, I
my.
don't know if it's Henderson, but it's something Chris.
Oh, it's
Some,
Henderson. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that
Now I'm blanking on the first name.
yeah, yeah, I think it's Chris Henderson. I think, but the Henderson guy, yes.
Mhm.
And then the shooter dude, I don't know his name, the crazy guy who can shoot the ball. But you know what I'm saying? The guy who can shoot the ball crazy. Like,
Yeah.
he would come off pin down, I was literally looking the other way and just do it through, like, at
Mhm,
180 in the air and shoot it. So he showed me them three and he said, "This is how I'm gonna play you."
mm,
And it was like, what am I gonna say to that? You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's how I play. I need a little bit of freedom to play.
mhm.
I do some things that people would be like, "Oh, don't do that," and then it just works out. That's just, I play up supreme confidence. You know what I'm saying? I really
Yeah.
believe in myself because I really work that hard.
Yeah.
And, like, so for me, it was just, he told me that, and it was a done deal after that. And literally everything he said was true.
Mm,
He coached me hard, harder than anybody, and he
yeah.
told me he was going to do that. He cursed me out more than anybody on the team. He yelled at me more than anybody on the team. He spoke to me crazier than anybody on the team, and anybody on the team can tell you that. But one thing he did, like, he really stuck with me on my bad days, and that's all I can ask for.
Well, man, kind of on that same wavelength here,
Yeah,
you talked about the coaching.
yeah.
What were your first impressions of the team that you were joining? Could you feel a special team chemistry from those first practices, or did it kind of take some time to grow?
I don't know about the team chemistry right away because you got to remember Mike Ertl,
Mm-hmm.
he was their guy when
Yep.
it came to leading score. And Quan Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
they were there. That was their guy as well. And then you
Yep.
had Trey Jemison, who's
Yep.
from Birmingham. You know what I'm saying? And he's coming from Clemson I believe, the
Mm-hmm.
year before that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to show like this is my home. I'm good enough.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like yeah, it might not have worked out in SEC, but I know I'm good enough, and there's a reason why I went there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you got all the transfers like KJ Buffin from Ole Miss, Tyreek LaCure, who I don't know what school he went to beforehand. I believe he was at. I think he was at where Mike Ertl was at, but the year, but no,
ULM. No.
no, he went there after. He went there after.
Yeah. I think so.
So he might have started at UAB, maybe I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But he was at where he's from, scored a lot of points in high school. You get what I'm saying? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like then you still got Taven Lovin, you know, it's not who played a huge role for them the year before.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's so many guys who are trying to be the guy.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and that's every team. No matter where you play, no matter where you are, it's gonna be like that. Whether you're high school, college, NBA, overseas, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It's always gonna be like that. So at first, it was a little bit difficult because when I came in, the way I am, I'm an alpha. So I'm not backing down from nobody. I'm coming in to show everybody like this is my team. You get what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? But respectfully, like we all gonna play together, but I feel like I'm the leader,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I butt heads with a lot of the players at first. Butt heads with Trey. I butt heads with KJ was different because I knew KJ since I was little. We played AAU together.
Wow.
So me and KJ, and he was another reason why I went there too. Because if KJ told me he's going there, so I said, yeah, I'm going. Like KJ bucked me, like I'm going. Like, because I've always liked KJ since I was little. And then I bumped head with Quan a little bit, but not like on the sense like verbally. It was more like on the court because he's one of the best defenders I've ever played against in my life. So he's trying to show like, and like, man, you're not that good. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like I
Yeah.
could guard you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I bumped heads with his a little bit. And then Mike, of course, like that was the hardest one because he was their best, like not that I wouldn't say best player, but scoring wise, he was their
Yeah.
go-to guy. And then it's like now he's coming off the bench the next year, and this is his last year, senior year, for someone like me. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely hard for him a little bit at first, and I know that I'm not no dummy. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I can feel the animosity and stuff like that, but not like in a disrespectful way. But it's just like, bro, this kid has never done nothing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That Mike Ertl has. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to my 13 points per game, yeah, like I
Yeah.
averaged 13. I think he averaged like 13 that year too. But it's like he's been doing that there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, who is this kid to come in and just take what I've done? So it was hard at first, but did I know the team was special when I first got there?
Mm.
From the first practice, bro, there's no difference from the first five to the second five. There was no difference. And when I tell you that, bro, anyone on that 21, yeah, 21, 22 team,
Mm-hmm.
bro, every day in practice, no matter which pieces you switched, whether it was a starting five or the bench, we was
Mm-hmm.
going at it every single day from the start of the summer to the end of the year.
Yeah.
Every day it was a war. And it would be sometimes like even during the season, the starting five, we would get blown out by the people off the bench. Like we couldn't do nothing with like
Mm-hmm.
certain days, like Tyreek. Look here, I don't think I've ever told nobody this, and he didn't play a lot, but he was like the one who always was on the scout team. So he was always the best player on the scout team. There were days in practice we could not, and I say nobody could stop him, which is crazy. He don't even play. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's not even playing, and he on the scout team, bro. There was one practice, bro. He might have had like 40. Like he might have not
Dang.
missed a shot, and it was
Yeah.
insane. Like it was insane. Like nobody could do nothing. So from the first day, for sure, like that, I knew that team was special. But the chemistry built, I would say, more and more over the season
Mm-hmm.
when like we all started to accept our roles. Like we all started to accept, like, okay, like Jelly, like he's our go-to guy. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It is what it is. But AK did a good job at vouching for me, but not ruining the team. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like he vouched for me, but he didn't ruin the team. He didn't put me above the team, but he made it known that like I'm the go-to guy. But also like the first 5, 6 games, like you know what I'm saying, I played really well, which made what he was saying okay. We understand. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So that's probably, and then the whole non-conference, I think I played really, really well.
Yeah.
outside of like a couple games. But for the most part, I think I was averaging like 17 before not conference play. So for them, it was like, all right, like we know this is our go-to guy, you know?
Yeah. Well, Jelly man, you're spot on. Just hearing some of the names again, I was, kind of getting flashbacks. But yeah, that team was incredibly deep, and that second season you were there was incredibly deep too. But um,
Yeah,
you you segue right into my next question very well because I was about to say, you had some really good performances in that first half of the season. I was looking back at some of your stats, and you had some
yeah,
really solid performances early in non-conference play.
yeah.
Um, but I mean, my goodness, when as soon as conference play
Conference
came in,
play.
it was you
Yeah,
stepped up a huge notch.
yeah, yeah,
I ran some of the numbers here. During one particular 7 game stretch in conference play, you scored 189 points over that 7 game stretch, averaging
yeah,
27 points per game. And
yeah,
that 7 game stretch included, of course, the 42 point performance you had against Middle Tennessee to break
yeah,
the single game scoring record at UAB that was held by none other than your head coach, Andy
yeah,
Kennedy, and former player Robert Vaden.
yeah.
So, what was that game like? If you remember a lot of the details, and what was it like to break the record held by your head coach?
All right. First of all, I didn't even know he had the record, and I didn't know the record was 41. I
Mm.
didn't know that, but that game was bro. That was the best game, one of the best games of my life because I had 54 in Europe recently. But that 40 42 was it meant a lot. It
Mhm.
meant a lot. Like because especially because UAB like just embraced me, and then doing it at the Bartow Classic, which the gym is named after Dean Bartow. You know what I'm saying? And AK always spoke about him. Like from the moment I stepped on campus, like he always spoke about how like Gene Bartow and when he was playing, like that standard they had at UAB. Like
Mhm.
it wasn't no regular basketball or this mid major. Like no, they were a national powerhouse. Like for years
Yeah.
while he was there. You get what I'm saying? So he would always talk about bringing it back to the Bartow standard, the Bartow standard. So it was my first time like being at the Gene Bartow Classic. For me, it was like, oh, like this is a big game, and he would say it to us all the time, like. And it was our first time playing Middle Tennessee, and they were actually really, really good that year. But the crazy part before the game, bro, it was crazy. Like their team was talking so crazy to us, and you know KJ Buffer, he doesn't play none of that. So KJ was talking crazy to them. Love was talking to me. I don't really talk to people before the game, like not the other teams. Like, I'm not because I know like everyone's already out to get me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I'll be trying to focus like a lot. So like, but our like Coach Cross was talking to one of their assistant coaches, and they were talking trash to each other. Like it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So when the game started, like I don't know, like I made that first mid range on the right side. And then we were down a little bit. And
Mhm.
then we went on a run going in the half. And I think I made like 3 3 straight. Oh my God, that was the loudest it's ever been in Bartow. And like, bro, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, I made 3 threes, and then we got a steal, and I threw it to Quan, and I think Quan got a layup before the half, I believe.
Mm.
It was crazy, but that was one of the most memorable games. But it was definitely dope. Like that AK knew it, and
Mhm.
he didn't take me out. You
Did
know, I didn't know that I was trying to get 40. Like once I had like 20 something and a half, all my teammates were like, go get 40, go get 40. And I'm like, I ain't never had 40 in college. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me go get 40. And we were winning, but no, were we winning at half? No, we were winning, but not by a lot.
Mm.
And then the game just broke open. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We were up by like 20 for it, but like it was like a lot of time left in the second half. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, like why not try? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I wasn't doing it like crazy selfishly. It was just like
Yeah.
I was just hitting every shot I was making. Every shot I was taking, I was just hitting it, you know.
Mm.
So once I got that, Quan got that steal and he threw it back to me left wing and I had made 40. I'm like, oh yeah, let's keep going. Like let's keep trying to go. There's a lot of time left. But then I mean, when every time usually when we're up by a lot, AK just takes us out and lets the other players play, especially like a Donahue. Like everybody loves
Mm.
watching him play stuff like that. And we were big on that too, like because we would blow people out, we would blow teams out so much, we would always be like, all right, let's try to get Donnie in, you know, let him do something, you know. But it was definitely dope. Like when I broke that record, and knowing that it was AK's record, it was like, and he's my head coach. And first of all, it speaks volumes about him because some coaches might have been like, nah, like animosity, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but he didn't, and he
Yeah.
let me break it. I mean, I knew he was gonna take me out eventually, but it was dope. And then hearing all the fans like cheer me on, like when I walked off the court, and everyone had given me like a standing ovation. And even Mike Ertl, like I didn't know he was doing it, but like he was telling everybody to get up and clap behind me. It was amazing, bro. It was
Yeah.
amazing. It was a special game.
Yeah, I was curious if you like once you hit 40, did somebody tell you that you needed one more
No,
to
I
break it,
didn't
or
know.
it just
I
happened?
didn't know
Wow.
until I got off the court
Wow.
because I thought everyone was clapping because I had 40. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? 40 points. Like,
Yeah,
that's a
that's a
yeah,
great
that's a
game.
big thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah.
great game. Like, and then it was a Bartow Classic with a lot of
Mm-hmm.
fans there, you know what I'm saying? And we blew them out. And Middle Tennessee was actually playing well, like
Mm-hmm.
in our conference, you know what I'm saying? So I knew it was a meaningful game. But then when I went over, I think Elijah Tate told me, like, yo, bro, like I think you got the record. Or he was like, I think you missed it by one. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, I broke the record. They're like, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, nah, that's crazy. And when I found that out, I'm like, yo, that's insane,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, Jelly man, you know, you had that remaining conference stretch, and
Yeah.
going into the conference tournament, you had to go through Middle Tennessee one more time that season. In triple overtime, you guys won
Yeah,
it, but
yeah.
that game, probably no joke, probably took 5 years off my life. My
Yeah, yeah,
wife
bro.
can
That was
attest
the
to that
longest.
because I probably broke a few things in my house just from celebrating, just from winning. But
Bro.
um, you went on to win Conference USA championship game.
Yeah.
You made it to the NCAA tournament in your first season. What was that feeling like?
No better feeling. No better feeling, bro. That's why I cried, bro, after the championship game. Cause like I just felt like I've been through so much in my like off the court. I'm not even talking about off the court, like on the court, like just being doubted for so long. Like, so long, people doubting me, like and saying I'm not good enough, or saying this player is better than me, like he's not good enough to play at this level. He can't win. He can't be a leader of a team and stuff like that for so long, so long. And it was just so much built up stuff, bro. That was the making NCAA tournament. Like, yeah, we lost to Houston, who went on to go, I think, the Elite Eight. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they were the number one defensive team in the country that
Hmm.
year. And then they were like top three offensively. Like, come on, bro.
They were
Like,
criminally underseeded.
come on,
We
bro.
had
Like,
no business
stop it.
playing them.
They shouldn't even have played against
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
They should have
No,
been a number one seed or a number two seed. And in
something
my
like
opinion, they
that.
should have been number one seed. Like, they were too good. They shouldn't even
Yeah.
have been matched up against us. But anyways, like that was amazing, bro. It was amazing winning the conference championship. It was amazing. It was the best feeling of my entire life. It was the best feeling, and I think a lot of other players can attest to that too, like Mike Ertl and just
Hmm.
Ray Jemison. You know what I'm saying? Has KJ ever been to? I don't know if KJ been to the NCAA tournament until then. He might have been with Ole Miss, maybe. I don't.
Maybe.
I'm not positive, but but yeah, bro, it was the best feeling ever. You know, and it was
Yeah.
just being able to do that
Hmm.
and not saying because I wasn't the reason we won that championship game versus La Tech.
Hmm.
I had an amazing first half,
Hmm.
but that second half, Mike Ertl carried us 100%. Like he carried us like 1,000%. And but a lot of people get stuck on me and how I played and stuff like that. Mike carried us. Quan, I think, had a couple big time buckets. Love too. KJ played well that game, but Mike Ertl carried us. Like he was 100% the hero. Yeah, I had the most points. Like it happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
just ended up getting the most. But Mike was the MVP of that game. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing, bro. It was amazing to win, and it was just amazing to win with those group of guys who, like, we all accepted our roles. Like that was the first team in my entire life. Like that's when I learned, okay, like how to win.
Mm.
Like you truly have to accept your role. Like you have to be okay with your role from the top scorer, top player on the team to the person who doesn't even touch the floor.
Yeah.
Like you have to be okay with your role. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it was the best thing ever. And then yeah, the triple overtime thing was crazy too because I didn't even play. People don't even know. I only hit one 3-pointer that whole game until that uh game, like that big shot at the end. And I think I only had like 17. Then I ended the game with 40. You know, but yeah, it was amazing.
The following offseason, you announced your return and
Yeah,
helped take UAB back to the postseason with a trip to the NIT championship game.
yeah,
I mean, years later, UAB fans are still talking about your performances. I mean, heck, I could literally go back and probably talk to you at length for several games. But
Yeah,
what does that kind of support and appreciation mean to you, and how do you hope you're remembered by UAB fans?
it means everything to me, bro. And that's why I say, like, when people ask me about like colleges I go to, like, I always talk about UAB
Hmm.
first, even though it was my last school. I talk about them as if it was my first school coming out of high school. Like, and I talk about it all the time, like the fans, the teachers, like the people who work in the cafeteria where we eat, like everyone truly like was extremely kind to me. Like everyone truly like really was like a I'm not gonna say like a fan type, but it was more like family. It
Hmm.
was as if everyone knew me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And going around Birmingham, bro, it's hard to put into words because I've never experienced love like that before from fans. Because I've never been that player where it's like he's the go-to guy and he actually helped us win. You
Hmm.
get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It was amazing, bro. It was amazing. And like I hope at UAB, like I can be remembered. And everyone's gonna say, oh, this person is the best, or this person is the best player ever. Some might say me, some might say the first guy who went to the NBA. Some might say Yaxel now because of what he's doing, you know. It is what it is. And I don't get into those arguments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whoever, or Trey because he won a chip. I don't get into those arguments. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about those. But what I do want to be remembered as is like not only like he was just a great, great player, but like he really was a good person. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And maybe I didn't go to as many events socially off the court because I was so focused on the court. I was just in the gym and at home, in the gym at home. Maybe people didn't see me around. But like he really loved the game. And Jelly never cheated the game. I want people to remember like he's a good person, but he never cheated the game. Like
Yeah.
he never cheated when it came to basketball. Like he was in the gym every day at 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. every day, working out every game,
Mm.
every day, shooting pregame the same way every pregame. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
and I really hope they remember it as that, bro. I really do. I
Yeah.
really do. But the fans, like, I can never get enough from telling them thank
Yeah. Well, man, we definitely appreciate it, Jen. Heck, those that are listening, you can't see me right now, but I'm wearing my jelly
you.
shirt.
Come on,
I've got like three of them to be honest. I think I got all three of the versions of it. I got
yeah. I see.
the
I see the
dragon, I
GD.
got the jar, and I've got the one of you on it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I
man. But we
appreciate
definitely
that.
appreciated you.
For
Um,
sure.
well, so I'll go into my next question. You developed a reputation for hitting big shots from well
Yeah.
beyond the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Did that confidence to pull up from anywhere kind of develop from preparation, or did it, you know, did you get the
Yeah.
green light from coaches so you know you could take those deep shots? Where did it come from?
The preparation. I've always known I could take those shots.
Hmm.
And in certain games where other coaches allow me to play like that, I've done it.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But I've always, I've always been able to do that. But it's the preparation that made me feel confident.
Hmm.
Like, but also, I'm already a confident person because I really truly believe before I can do it. Like everything I have now, like I believed I can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And but more so, I would say the preparation, like how hard I truly work. And a lot of people don't know because you can't see somebody being in the gym all the time. But people who've been around me or have been around the basketball team, like even the cheerleaders, they can vouch because they practice every day at 7 a.m. and I'm in the gym before they get there. Like even a cheerleading coach, like, and it was to the point like I was there so much, like he allowed me to shoot while they were like, because usually I would pick up the ball, like you know what I'm saying, when he's talking or the music stops, I would pick up the ball. It got to the point like he would just be like, just do what you do, like
Nice.
you know what I'm saying. But it's from the
Yeah.
preparation. I like I really, really, really work hard, and
Yeah.
I don't talk about my game as if oh, I'm this good. This I don't talk about that. Like you guys can, anybody else can decide that. But what I do speak on all the time is how hard I work, and I work hard, and I don't know many people who work harder than me. You know?
So you talked about Bartow. You talked about, your time here
Yeah,
in Birmingham, but what were some of your favorite memories playing inside Bartow and playing for Coach Kennedy?
I got a lot of good memories. A lot. My first girl is the first game we played at UAB. I think I had like 21 and 7, I believe, and like that was crazy for me because I'd never done that
Hmm.
before. that was lit. You know what I'm saying? To start the season like that, that was a one first good memory. Also, I'd say the 42-point game for sure. The FAU game, the first year
Hmm.
was big time. Cause we were down and we had like a huge run. And I had a huge run, obviously, myself,
Hmm.
hitting like two big threes back to back. I get a steal and then two threes back to back, which
Nice.
changed the whole dynamic of the game. And I was screaming and stuff like that. That was big. But I've had a lot of good moments, bro. When we played Rice for my senior day,
Hmm.
I really could have had 40, but AK took me out. I was trying to go for 50, but AK took me out. When we played La Tech, our last game in 2021,
Hmm.
when we played La Tech before going to the tournament,
Hmm.
that was a big game. I have a lot of big games on the road too, but
Yeah.
for Bartow, those are probably the big games. Yeah, probably. I had a bunch of big games like in non-conference play, but it wasn't like big versus like really crazy teams. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like we would just blow them out. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, I'm sure it was good. It was, going up against some of the teams that were in Conference USA back at that in that day were,
yeah.
I mean, La Tech with Kenneth Lofton Jr. and,
Oh no,
obviously Middle Tennessee had some dogs on their team, like you
for
mentioned, and
sure.
then, heck, a lot of, Florida Atlantic, that was when they started their run of being really good for a few years in a row.
Yeah,
So I'm sure that there was a lot, there was a
and
lot
the
of
North
memories playing.
Texas,
Yeah, North Texas. Yeah, no, I
and
mean, obviously.
they still hate me to this day.
Oh man. Yeah, that was some really good basketball being played in that
Yeah,
time. But yeah, that was I'm sure there was a lot of great memories on the court. Speaking from fans, I know that we had a lot of fun with especially during that time period because I would say that was probably the best time for memes. We had the Mike Ertl, king of the mid range, and I had the whole
yeah,
Taven Lovin, Taven
yeah,
trucking, and then
yeah,
you're obviously easy with Jelly having the nickname and everything,
for
but
sure.
yeah, that was I know a lot of fans had a lot of fun with some of the names on the team and everything, but I'm gonna merge my next question with a listener question I got from a former player,
Yeah,
football player and podcast guest Cedric Buchanan. But for those that don't know, what's the story behind the Jelly nickname?
yeah. I'm a part of Jelly fam. And Jelly is like obviously a lot of people I know in basketball like Jelly like the fancy finger roll layups,
Hmm.
Isaiah Washington, Jacquay James. I gotta name all of them. I can't forget them. Leandre Washington, Sidney Wilson, Melisha Reed, Nas Reed is in NBA now, Pedro Marquez. Uh, yeah, all of us is in Jelly fam, and we're all from the New York and New Jersey area.
Hmm.
And we've been playing against each other since we were little. And Isaiah and Ja were the one who started like the name like Jelly. And then we all like got put down, you know what I'm saying, like as a group. And it just took off, it just took off by storm. And oh, Javon Quinley too. I forgot I'm from Alabama. And we're all called Jelly though.
Hmm.
Like all of our nicknames, like where we're at, is
Yeah.
Jelly. Like when JQ, Javon Quinley was in Alabama, all his teammates called him Jelly or like JQ, but most of them called him Jelly. You get what I'm saying? Isaiah
Gotcha.
Washington, when he was at Minnesota and Iona and stuff like that, they call him Jelly. Like Leandre Washington, when he was at his college, they call him Jelly. Sid Wilson, when he was at UConn, they called him Jelly. You know what I'm saying? But when we get together, we call our names. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it just I don't know, like Jordan, and then because I guess AK was calling me Jelly,
Hmm.
like on TV, it was to the point like everyone started calling me Jelly, like the ESPN
Hmm.
analyst, and like people who the journalists and stuff like that, the news people,
Yep.
like, you know what I'm saying, invited me to the news station. Everyone just calling me Jelly. So it got to the point where it was like, you Google Jelly Walker, like my
Yeah.
face is coming up, not even Jordan Walker. You get what I'm saying? Like, to the point people thought my name was really Jelly. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's what really became behind it. Just part of the Jelly fan movement from the Jelly move. And, and just
Yeah.
took basketball by storm, like globally. Like when I was
Yeah.
in China and playing with the Hong Kong Bulls, people knew who I was with the jelly stuff. And Greece, I've been to Greece, I've been to a lot of places in Europe. You know what I'm saying? They all
Yeah.
know who I am because of the jelly. But yeah, that's pretty much how it started.
Well, definitely, it definitely stuck.
Yeah,
I did a some content. I think last year it was a nickname contest, or it was like a bracket for UAB fans to vote for the best nickname of all time. From UAB athletes, and obviously there was Jelly Walker, there's Squeaky
yeah,
Johnson, there's so many other great ones that we've had, but yours definitely stuck, man.
for
Uh,
sure.
well, you talked about it a little bit. You got a shot at the NBA after your time at UAB, playing for the Texas Legends and in the G League,
Yeah,
and Dallas Mavs in the summer league and everything. But you went up against former teammate Trey Jemison, who was playing in the G League for the Birmingham Squadron.
yeah.
What was the time like in the G League?
Playing in the G League is like you feel so close to the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you're so close, like you're right there. Like you can just like it's like that finish line. It's like you're right there, but in reality, you're so far away. And I think that's the part that like mentally, bro, it's very hard to like stay in it, you know? Like
Sure.
it's very hard. Like if you're not a two-way player or a player that they like a Simon player who was a drafted player and has a contract with NBA team, they bring you down because that's what the G League is about. It's about developing those type of players. It's not really about the guys who were on a training camp deal and they didn't get the two-way and then they waived them and then they signed their rights to the G League. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not really about those players, you know,
Mm-hmm.
unless you just do something spectacular, you know. I mean, I
Yeah.
felt like I was. Felt like in the G League, there weren't many people that were playing better than me with the minutes I was getting. I wasn't playing 35 minutes a game. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm playing 22 minutes a game, 21 minutes a game, maybe 26, 27. You know what I'm saying? Nah, rare. I don't think I probably touched 30 minutes in the G League maybe one, two times my entire time playing there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing exactly what everyone else is doing. So for me, it was more so frustrating. It wasn't like oh, I'm happy. Like I
Yeah.
was frustrated a lot because it's like, what else do I have to show you to say I belong? Like, and yeah, I know I'm not 6'5", 6'6". You know what I'm saying? I know.
Yeah.
I know. But it's like I felt, in my opinion, I felt as though like I should have got at least a 10-day, just reward me with something. You know what I'm saying? Because of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And
Well.
I was with the Mavs from summer league to
Mm-hmm.
training camp, and I was with them in the G League, and then even in a G League showcase, I averaged 27 and 10, not 27 and 5, 27 and 10, and I shot 50% from the field, 50% from three, and 100% from the free throw line in the
Yeah.
G League showcase. And then I come out the G League showcase, I get sick, and like I have like the flu, and I miss like 2 games in Mexico City. And then I come back. My first game back wasn't good, but then every from then on,
Yeah.
I went on like a 10 game streak where I'm averaging like 27,
Mm.
shooting like 50, 50, almost 100. You get what I'm saying? So it was like,
Yeah.
what else do y'all want me to do? And we can't say that the G League is about winning because no, it's not. If people say that in the G League, that's not true. It's
Mm.
about developing players.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone wants to win, and your goal is to win, but it's about developing. That's the
Yeah.
main part of the G League.
Mm.
That's why a lot of players who get two ways are on teams who not even winning.
Mm.
Doesn't matter about that. You can't say it does. To a certain extent, it does, but to a certain extent, it doesn't. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So it was frustrating for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it was just like I'm dominating this. Like I'm killing the G League, and everyone in the G League knows what I'm doing. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I don't know why no one just didn't give me a chance, you know. But it is what it is.
Well, Jelly man,
I
I'll be the first to say, like, just from the years I've been watching basketball and
yeah,
you know UAB pro basketball, all of that, like, you were one of the first guys I've seen. Well, I've seen others, but like you're one of the last ones I've seen, that I confidently have told others and that I took to games with me that I was like, this guy plays bigger than he is.
yeah,
Like,
for sure,
dude, you're just your ability to create shots, your, confidence driving to the hoop. Like, I have no hesitation when I say that. So,
for sure,
you know, I will say I'm very glad that you're doing well overseas, and
for sure.
I wanted to go into that. Since then you've been you've been traveling a lot. You played for teams in Puerto Rico, China, Greece,
Yeah,
Lithuania, and now you're back in Greece playing for Marisi Basketball Club.
Yeah.
What's it been like playing overseas? And I have a listener question that I want to add on to it too. John
Yeah.
Valekis on X, he also wanted to ask, what's your favorite Greek dish? So,
Uh,
what's it been like playing, and what's your favorite food over there, man?
well, first of all, my favorite probably souvlaki.
Okay.
Really good. It's like this like type of meat. Pause. Like it's really good, bro. I
Okay.
don't know. And like on Easter, Easter's like their biggest holiday. So like they do this thing where like I believe it's the is it the day before Easter or the day after Easter or on Easter? I don't know. I think it's like the day before, something like that.
Hmm.
And they all like go outside and they barbecue.
Wow.
It might be the day after, and like everyone does it. Like the
Hmm.
whole country does it. Like they go outside and they barbecue and they like they just cook souflaki. I think it's I don't know if it's lamb or pork. I don't know, but it's bro, it's really good. So
Gotcha.
good, bro. Then they have this pasta that has like this. It's like it's like spaghetti noodles
Hmm.
under like bolognese,
Yeah.
but on the top there's like this feta cheese that's like burnt,
Mm.
bro. It looks like lasagna, but it's not lasagna, bro. It's really good too. That's my two favorite things, I
Gotcha.
would say. But I mean, traveling the world has been amazing for me. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? My kids, my wife we've seen so many different places. I've been to so many different places. I've seen so many things. You know, it was just it's a blessing. But it opens your eyes to just there's so much more to the world than just America. And then when it comes to basketball, there's so much more than NBA basketball.
Mm.
Why do you think the NBA is trying to make an NBA Europe in Europe?
Yeah.
Why do you think the NBA is pushing so many Europeans to come play in NBA? Like, why do you think colleges are trying to get European players?
Yep.
Because
For
they're
sure.
starting to realize, like, because social media is becoming so big now,
Hmm.
people are starting to see how it looks in Europe. And the fans in Europe, eh, America is not even close to it. It's not close. America is not even close, bro, the way that the fans are in Europe.
Mm.
Bro, they like be chanting and singing the whole game. You can't even hear anything. It's amazing, bro. And then the fans, like, you know how us, it's like, oh, I'm a Knicks fan, like I'm a whatever UAB fan. You know what I'm saying? Like I am like I'm a fan. That's not how they talk over there. It's like
Mm.
Pana and Olympia, like Panathinaikos and Olympiacos are like the two biggest teams in Greece. They're probably the two biggest teams in Europe.
Yeah.
Like they don't say, "Oh, I'm a fan of." No, they say, "I am Panathinaikos." Like
Mm.
I am Olympiacos. Like that's their identity. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like, bro, it's insane. And it's not just in Greece. It's like in Serbia. Like I
Hmm.
am partisan. Like that's what I am. Like you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And it just made it made me realize that like okay, like yeah, you don't play in NBA, but like there's still a lot of basketball to be played overseas. And don't get me wrong, the money in the NBA, there's nowhere in on the earth that makes that type of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like players make 52 million for their contract, and teams that's their budget.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like the best teams in Europe, that's their budget. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So the money is different, but you still can make a really, really, really good living with the money part. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And get paid way more than people out here. You know what I'm saying? Way more. But it's just for me, it's the experiences, like seeing so many different countries and ethnicities and cultures, and
Hmm.
my daughters being and my wife's just being in so many different places and trying different foods and seeing certain things, bro. It's incredible, bro. I've been to so many places. I've been to China, I've been to Turkey, like I've been to not playing, but just going there. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Germany, I've been to France. I've been so many places,
Yeah.
and it's just it's a blessing that I'm able to experience all those places and see all those things. Like so, yeah, like not being NBA, does it suck? Yeah, for sure. I'm from America. Of course, I
Mm.
want to be here where my family is, and it's the best place to play when it comes to basketball. There's nothing better.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, like I've become content with playing overseas because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, my family is well taken care of.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I get to see all these different places and do all these things overseas and experience things that people in America probably never got to experience.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a blessing, bro. I don't mind it at all. Obviously, my goal is still get to the NBA, but if it doesn't happen for me, I'm okay.
Well, 2025 was a big year for you, man. You set a record, like you mentioned, for the Basketball Champions League, also known as the FIBA Champions League,
Yeah,
top level of FIBA European basketball. You scored 54 points. More importantly, you got engaged and
yeah,
did you get married earlier this year or was it late
yeah,
last
yeah. Me
year?
and my wife, we got eloped,
Okay.
but
All right.
like the wedding is gonna be obviously probably next summer or probably the summer after. But yeah, yeah, 2025 was a big year for me, for sure,
Yeah.
bro, for sure. I mean, the 54 point was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that put me on a map in Europe, like to the
Mm-hmm.
point everyone knows who I am, like
Yeah.
everyone, for sure. And then being engaged, yeah, I've been with my wife since I got to UAB, which is crazy. Like a little bit before, like in the summer, before the season started, I've been with my wife since then. So it's been a blessing, bro. It's been a blessing. I got two beautiful daughters. You know, I got a 3-year-old named Eliana who just turned 3, July 19th. And then I got a 3-month-old who just turned 3 months,
Wow.
July 15th, you know. So, and she was born in Greece.
Wow.
My daughter Isabella, she was born in Greece, which is crazy. So, but yeah, bro, it's been a 2025 was a crazy year for me, for sure.
So you talked a lot about what it's been like playing overseas, but I have a question. Going from playing American basketball and
Yeah.
doing that your entire life to playing overseas, I've had several former UAB players on that went over to play overseas, and they talk a lot like you have, like about what it's been like. But what was the biggest adjustment to playing overseas?
It's a different type of basketball,
Yeah.
completely.
Mm,
Like they are 100% about the team. They are 100% about winning.
mm,
They don't care about nothing else. They don't care if you have 20 points or you have 2 points.
mm,
Like they want to win. Now, if you get 2 points and you're losing, yeah, you're gonna go home. You're gonna bring somebody else in. But if you're winning and you're making the right plays and the teammates like you and the fans like you and the organization like you, you're gonna stay there. It's completely different basketball. That's why you see players like Luca when they come to the NBA, like the type of reads they make. It's like how, but in Europe they all do stuff like that. Obviously, his is top notch.
mm.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
on time, on target. You get what I'm saying? But like that's what they're taught at a young age. Like that's what they're taught.
Mm,
How to throw that skip pass to the corner because the low man's helping. Like how to just, oh, I'm getting double teamed on the ball screen. I'm not going to try to dribble out of it. I'm just going to pass it to the big man. And now the big man has a 3-on-2 on the backside. He has to make a decision.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they're taught. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's team basketball before anything.
Mm,
So it was difficult for me, but I was blessed to be with a coach who he thinks European, but he also understands how Americans play.
yeah.
And he's my coach again this year. You know, he's the coach I went to after I left Ritas. I went to Marushi last year to finish the season. He was that coach, and he's my coach again. And he gives you freedom,
Mm,
but also you have to play that European style of basketball, like playing the right way.
mm,
But yeah, it's different. It's completely different. But I think that another thing is just how physical it is. Because the NBA is physical, don't get me wrong. But
mhm.
I haven't played in NBA long enough to be like, oh, I really know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but for me, Europe physical.
Yeah. That's
They
another thing I've
grab
heard.
you, they push
Yeah.
you. Every point guard's picking you up 94 feet. Like and the what like it, bro, it's in Greece especially because certain countries are different than others.
Hmm.
But Greece is one of those countries. It's like, bro, it's like a football out there, you know. And if you're not ready for that, because I wasn't at first, and my coach told me like, and it took me a while to like really like get used to it, learn how to like use that physicality to my advantage, like getting to the free throw line and stuff like that. But yeah,
Mm.
it's completely different basketball, completely.
So, how have you grown as a player since leaving UAB?
I think I mean, I scored a ball, like, and I'm gonna always be able to score the ball, but I think my decision making has become better and better. Being a UAB, I think from being a UAB, I think I've grown to learn how to score, but be more efficient with the scoring.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I've learned like how to play off the ball and not have to have the ball in my hands all the time in order for me to be effective. And I've also learned that like you have to affect the games in other ways as a professional in order to like keep your job. You know what I'm saying? Like that's basically what it is nowadays, whether it's the NBA or any at the professional level, you have to learn how to impact winning. And me, yes, my impact is scoring for sure. But there's gonna be nights where I don't score.
Yeah.
There's gonna be nights where where I'm shooting hard. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I have to learn how to do something else, where there's find the open man who's hot that night, or pick up 94 feet defensively and be a pest. And I think that's probably the biggest thing that changed for me defensively. I think because I'm so little, like people always question, like, can he play at the highest level, like defensively wise? Offensively wise, I feel like now no one questions my offensive abilities.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I don't think NBA people would question if I can score there. I don't think people in EuroLeague can question if I can score there. I think it's can he handle his own defensively,
Yeah.
and that's one thing I have to continue to grow at and keep getting better at. But like I would think those are the things probably my game developed most, just making the right decisions all the time and defensively showing people I can compete.
So, next question I had was, what's one piece of advice you'd give to young players who dream of playing professionally but don't know what the journey really looks like?
My advice just to work, just to work, bro. And don't and I think a lot of players nowadays, like the NIL and the money
Mm-hmm.
gets to a lot of players and that's all they think about. But for me, like I love the game. And I know like obviously me, I'm very like spiritual, I'm very like Christian, you know what I'm saying? And I'm big on that. So I know like if you I don't know the verse exactly, but I know if you do the right thing by God, like everything else will take care of itself.
Mm-hmm.
So if you work extremely, extremely hard and you're doing the right things, you don't have to worry about the money. It's going to come.
Yeah.
Now, making it at the highest level
Mm-hmm.
is a lot of things that come into play with that. It ain't just about how good you
Mm-hmm.
are. A lot of people don't know that until you get over there. People, you hear about it, but you don't really know until you get there. It's a lot of other things that are involved, whether or not you make it to the NBA or whether or not you play in Euro. It's a lot of different things involved. It's a lot
Yeah.
of money involved, a lot of politics involved. But what I can say is, in order to play professional basketball at a high level,
Mm.
you have to work,
Yeah.
but you have to be like obsessed with it.
Mm.
Like, don't get me wrong. There's some players in the NBA who are just extremely talented and they don't really have to work, like because they're just God gifted. But majority of them, they're obsessed with it. Like it's an obsession of I have to be in the gym. Like it's an obsession. Like some people be like, oh, I want to go play my video game today. They think about basketball like that. Like, oh, I have to go to the gym. Like
Yeah.
I have to get shots up. I have to do this. And if you are consistent like that, and it's not just when you feel good, because a lot of people get motivated sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gets motivated to where like you can watch something and be motivated to be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym today. Or I'm gonna go to the gym for the next week. But motivation runs out.
Yeah.
It's discipline. Discipline.
Mm.
And that's the hardest thing I would say about being just a human, like to be disciplined. You know what I mean? So that's what I would tell kids is just be disciplined in your work. Whether when things are going good, still work. When things are going bad, still work.
Mm-hmm.
When it seems like things aren't going your way, still work. Because I promise you, eventually, like a coach always told me, the cream always rises to the top. Always. Like no matter what. And it's crazy because like I'm older now, and all the players that I was playing with when I was younger, like as a kid, it's like a pyramid. When you're young, there's so many people playing. But
Mm.
as you get older, there's so many people not playing no more
Yeah.
at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? So many friends that you think you've been playing basketball with forever, and now they don't play basketball no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just the work ethic. Have to work, and that's all I would tell a kid. Like, because the journey is different. Everybody's journey different. Everybody, you might get your first offer when you're a freshman. You might get your first offer a month before college basketball starts. But it's about the work and
Yeah.
just being prepared. Because if you work, you don't have to get ready to be prepared.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're already going to be ready. So
Mm-hmm.
once you have that opportunity where one coach is there that's, you know what I'm saying, or you get to play in a game for these type of minutes, and someone's there seeing you. That's all it takes. That's all
Yeah.
it takes.
Well, Jelly Man, I got a couple more questions for you.
You good? You good?
So I'm gonna merge one of my questions I got from a listener into one of my lighthearted questions I got for you. Jeffrey K. Blazer on X wanted to know what your favorite stop has been overseas, where you would most recommend a vacation, and the things you enjoy doing there.
Greece. I love Greece. I love everything about Greece. I love the culture. I love the people. I love everything about it. I love it. I mean, it is a little bit, I would say like not they're more so stuck in like 2006 right now compared to the rest of the world. But like it's beautiful out there.
Yeah.
And like my favorite place to be, um, I have a couple places. I haven't been to many islands though, but
Hmm.
in Athens, I can tell you in Athens, Glyfada, beautiful out there.
Yeah.
It's it's like a place right by the water.
Hmm.
Because Athens is like two parts. There's like one more by the mountains,
Hmm.
and then you go like 40 minutes down by like Olympiacos Stadium. It's like right by the water. It's right by the Mediterranean Sea. It's beautiful,
Nice.
absolutely beautiful. And my favorite thing to do out there, I love to eat. Like, bro, there's so many beautiful restaurants in Greece, and Greece is not as expensive as people think. I
Mm.
mean, obviously, like the high end restaurants for sure. Like, come on, you're gonna spend some money, but like for the most part, like, bro, you can go. Like, I go to this place called Portofino. There's a lot of them out there, and bro, you can get pasta with chicken and steaks and stuff like that for like, bro, like $8, like €8, bro. I'm telling you, you eat, you're fully full, like you're
Yeah.
full. Yeah, bro. For me, it's bro, that's my favorite thing to do out there. I love eating. Me, my wife, and my kids, we go to a lot of different restaurants and try a lot of different foods.
Yeah.
And we go to the beach a lot too. We like going to the beach for sure.
My last lighthearted question I got for you. If you could have dinner with three people in history, who would it
Yeah.
be and why?
My first one would be Jesus Christ
Okay.
because obviously, like King of King, Lord of Lords.
Hmm.
Like I would just, I would love to talk to him. And
Hmm.
just not necessarily ask him why, but just thank him for everything. And then also just ask him, what do I need to do better? You know, for the most part. Uh, Another one would be this dead or alive, right?
Dead or alive, either one, man.
Another one would probably be my brother Jamal, who passed away.
Gotcha.
Just to talk to him,
Yeah.
just talk to him and tell him I got two kids now, like I'm married, I've been over here, I've seen this, just to tell him how my life is going,
Yeah.
pretty much, and just tell him how much I miss him,
Mm.
and then the last one would probably be, I don't know, because I want to say like someone really, really rich,
Yeah.
but like at the same time, it's like certain people's morals are different.
Yeah.
So, ooh, no one probably would think this, but Julius Caesar.
Okay.
It's weird, but I would want to ask him. Obviously, he like conquered most of the world based off, especially in that European Asia area
Hmm.
from war, but also he had to be somewhat smart
Yeah.
in order to do that. And I feel like I would question him about like his leadership and how does he lead? Like, does he lead with like an iron fist or does he give grace? You know what I'm saying? And when
Yeah.
to lead with an iron fist and when to give grace and how to get people to follow you, not just because of who you are, but what you say.
Hmm.
I think those would be three good ones for me.
That's a that's an incredible list right there.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, for
Jelly
sure.
Man, before I go, I do want to ask, how can my listeners stay engaged with you now, man?
I mean, I don't really post a lot.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm not. I'm not really like social media wise. If you ever watch, it's like my family or
Hmm.
just basketball. But I mean, if people really, really want to start like following me, I can do something. Maybe like a little YouTube channel or something. But it got to be a lot of people wanting to. But for the most part, you just on Instagram, just follow me on Instagram at jellyfam.j and just catch up on me with that. See where I'm at,
Yeah.
see where I'm playing, see what I'm doing, how many buckets I'm getting. That's pretty much it.
Well, all right, man. We'll do that. Blazer family, go give him a follow. Jelly man, it was great getting to catch up with you, man. I know I speak with, like I said, I speak for all the UAB faithful. I wish we had a few more years with you, but you'll go down as one of my all-time favorites. But I just wanted to say thank you again. Thank you for all your contributions to UAB, and just uh, we wish you nothing but the best with your career and your family. So keep it going on and doing great things. All right.
And so I truly, truly appreciate that. And not just to you, but to all the UAB fans that truly rock with me. I know there's a lot of them, that I don't really get to speak to or associate with, but I definitely appreciate them. And I was gonna come down to Birmingham this summer, but I'm in Miami right now. But next summer, I promise I'm coming to Birmingham. I'm
All right.
coming to
Let
Birmingham.
us know. We'll have to have a party or something.
Yeah, sure, for sure.
All right, Jelly. Hey, man, thank you again and go Blazers.
Yes, sir. Go Blazers always.
Okay. Special thanks to Jelly for his time. I really enjoyed learning more about him and hearing his side of history. Best of luck to him as he continues his playing career and continues to build his family. And thank you for joining me for another great episode, and be on the lookout for more great conversations coming soon as I wind down my summer podcast series. Only a few more weeks until football season ramps up. I hope I'll see you out at Protective Stadium this fall. Before I go, be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and X for new episode announcements and more. Just search the handle at Dragons Den EFEL on those platforms and hit follow. And that's going to do it for episode 57. Thanks again for listening. Good night, and go Blazers.